Ever made a purchase you later regretted? We bet you have. Today we dive into 7 big purchases that often leave people with buyer's remorse. Picture this. You've just made a significant purchase, one that you've been dreaming about for a long time. The excitement is palpable. You feel a rush of euphoria and satisfaction. But then as days turn into weeks, that initial thrill starts to fade. You begin to question your decision. Was it worth it? Regrettable purchases are a common experience, and they can be a valuable learning opportunity. But wouldn't it be great if we could avoid those costly mistakes in the first place? That's why we're here to shed light on 7 big-ticket items that people often wish they hadn't splashed their hard-earned cash on, so brace yourself as we delve into the world of regrettable purchases. First on our list of regrettable purchases are timeshares. They may seem like a dream vacation investment, but are they really worth it? Let's delve into this. Picture this, you're on holiday, you're relaxed, you're happy, and then you're presented with an opportunity to buy into that feeling. A timeshare, they say, your own slice of paradise, they promise. It sounds tempting, doesn't it? But before you sign on that dotted line, let's consider the facts. Timeshares come with high upfront costs, and that's just the beginning. Year after year, you'll be hit with maintenance fees, which, mind you, tend to increase annually. It's like paying for your vacation every year, whether you go or not. And then there's the issue of flexibility. With a timeshare, you're usually locked into a specific week or two each year. What if you fancy a change, or life events make your usual week impractical? Now let's shift gears, quite literally, and talk about luxury cars. There's nothing quite like the thrill of driving off the lot in a shiny high-end vehicle. The purr of the engine, the envious glances from passers-by, the plush leather seats, it's intoxicating. But like a fine wine, luxury cars come with a hefty price tag. When you buy a luxury car, you're not just paying for the vehicle. You're paying for the brand, the status, the luxury. And that comes at a cost that depreciates at an alarming rate. The moment you drive your new car off the lot, it loses value. And it doesn't stop there. Luxury cars are expensive to maintain and insure, and these ongoing costs can add up to a small fortune over time. So, while the allure of a timeshare in the sun or a luxury car in the driveway can seem irresistible, it's crucial to look beyond the surface. The allure of luxury and vacation dreams can often blind us to the true costs involved. Remember, all that glitters isn't gold. Moving on, have you ever considered buying a mansion? Or maybe you're a gadget geek, always chasing the latest tech. Picture this, a sprawling mansion with more rooms than you can count. Sounds dreamy, right? But let's dive deeper. Owning a large home can sometimes be more of a burden than a blessing. With more square footage comes the responsibility of maintenance. And it's not just about keeping the interior spick and span. Think about the lawn, the swimming pool, the driveway, and every other nook and cranny that needs regular upkeep. Now let's talk about utility bills. Heating and cooling a large home can be quite the expense, especially if you live in areas with extreme weather. And let's not forget property taxes. The larger your home, the larger your tax bill. So while the idea of a big home may seem appealing, the financial realities can be quite sobering. Transitioning from the world of real estate to the realm of gadgets, let's delve into the allure of trendy electronics. We live in a time when technological advancements are happening at a blistering pace. New models of smartphones, TVs, gaming consoles, and other gadgets are released regularly, each promising to be better than the last. But here's the kicker. These electronics depreciate faster than you can say latest model. Remember when that smartphone was the hottest thing on the market? Fast forward a few months and it's already outdated, replaced by a newer, shinier model. The value of that once trendy gadget has plummeted, and you're left with an expensive piece of technology that's no longer the cream of the crop. So before you splurge on that mansion or the latest tech toy, take a moment to consider the long-term implications. Remember, a home should be a comfortable space that fits your needs and not an ostentatious display of wealth. And when it comes to electronics, sometimes the most sensible choice is to opt for functionality and longevity over fleeting trends. Size isn't everything, and neither is having the latest tech. Next up, we tackle the financial stress of expensive weddings and the hidden costs of boat ownership. Consider this. You're standing at the altar, your heart swelling with joy as you gaze into the eyes of your beloved. The chapel, adorned with the finest silk and roses, buzzes with the chatter of well-dressed guests. The orchestra plays, the champagne flows, and the bill grows. The average cost of a wedding, believe it or not, can run into tens of thousands of pounds. That's a price tag that can leave a newlywed couple gasping for breath. What's more, the memories of a single day, however splendid, can fade, but the debt that can linger like an unwanted guest. Many couples, looking back, wish they'd opted for a more modest celebration, saving their hard-earned cash for a house, travel, or a secure start to their married life. Now, let's set sail to a different kind of purchase. Boat ownership, the allure of the open sea, the wind in your hair, the sense of freedom. It's easy to see why owning a boat can seem like a dream come true. But like most dreams, reality often paints a different picture. The initial cost of buying a boat is just the tip of the iceberg. There are docking fees, insurance, maintenance, and the ever-present threat of unpredictable repairs. These costs can pile up faster than barnacles on a hull, turning your dream boat into a financial nightmare. Many a boat owner has found themselves wishing they'd settled for renting a boat for those occasional sunny weekends, rather than being shackled to the ongoing expenses of ownership. In both cases, the allure of a dream often overshadows the financial implications, but as the saying goes, look before you leap. A lavish wedding or a boat may sound like the epitome of luxury, but remember, every rose has its thorn. Sometimes the happiest day of your life and a life at sea can become the biggest financial burdens. Now let's talk about that impulsive designer bag purchase, or that rare collectible you just had to have. You know, the ones that make your heart race and your palms sweat, the ones that have you reaching for your credit card faster than a cheetah on the chase. Yes, those impulse buys, impulse purchases, particularly high-cost items like designer clothing, luxury handbags, or collectibles, can be intoxicating. The thrill of the buy, the rush of owning something new and shiny, the satisfaction of treating yourself, it's all part of the allure. But here's the thing, that initial excitement often fades, leaving behind only the harsh reality of a depleted bank account and an item that, more often than not, doesn't live up to the hype. You might not even use it as much as you thought, and there it sits, a pricey reminder of a moment of weakness. Impulse buying is a trap that many of us fall into. It's easy to do, especially with online shopping just a click away. But it's important to remember that these purchases often lead to regret. That's because they're usually not well thought out. They're based on a whim, an immediate want, and not a real need. These big buys all have one thing in common. They're big purchases that people often end up regretting. They can lead to financial stress, buyer's remorse, and a sense of disappointment. But mind you, it's not about never treating yourself or making large purchases. It's about making smart, thought-out decisions that align with your financial situation and long-term goals. Remember, every purchase has consequences. Think twice, spend wisely, and avoid buyer's remorse. Don't forget to comment below on your most regrettable purchase. Like and share this video, and subscribe for more insightful content like this. Until next time.